Hi guys! So I am going to be talking about some recent experiences that I've had that have been so awesome. Um, this month, October of 2018, I am calling my month of concerts. Now, it sounds like this crazy thing where I'm going to a bunch of concerts. In reality, only 3 concerts. But to me, that is my month of concerts because before October, I had not gone to a concert since 2012. So it has been 6 years since before I went to college. The last concert I went to was right after I graduated high school, the summer after, and during my college years, never went to any concerts. I love seeing concerts, but there's a few reasons for why I had not seen any until recently. First of all, there are a lot of bands that I would have liked to see, but I didn't want to inconvenience other people of seeing them with me if they didn't want to, because a lot of things that I like, my husband doesn't like, my other families don't like, other family members don't like, and all those sorts of things, so I don't want to go there with someone who won't appreciate it. And also I was kind of afraid of going by myself and didn't know if I'd have any fun doing so. And a lot of them that I wanted to see recently have been metal shows, which I've been a little scared of going to, honestly. But I finally was like, you know what, I'm gonna look for concerts in the area. I will go to a concert. So I have so far gone to 2 of the 3 shows that I will talk about right now. So for the first concert, I decided I would treat my dad and my brother to concert tickets to see Kansas, to go with me to see Kansas in Chicago. I live in a Chicago suburb and they live in another suburb, so there's a lot of opportunities to see some cool bands. We went to see Kansas at the Chicago Theater, which is where they do a lot of plays and things like that, so it was a really cool looking theater. And I recorded like a little tiny bit. My husband gave me the dog and it's like, here, you should record with Finn on your lap. So here we go. He is being so annoying right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes, he is. So anyways, as I was saying, I went to see Kansas with my brother and my dad. And so that was actually, I really enjoyed that. I should have brought earplugs because my ears are sensitive. But it was still enjoyable. If you don't know who Kansas is, they're a classic rock band that's still around, but not many of the original members remain. The singer has actually recently been replaced with someone else, so a lot of people are don't like that, but I thought he did great. He was a little I felt like all of his gestures and stuff were weird. I'm fine with band members getting really into it and gesturing and stuff, but it just seemed kind of forced, like it was a natural for him. I don't know. That's just my meticulousness. And I really liked a lot of the proggier stuff that they played. But this concert was kind of low-key. There were a lot of older people there and we didn't stand up. The audience wasn't very animated. And at the end was really the only time we stood up for Carry On My Wayward Son. It was nice. It was kind of nostalgic because I grew up listening to a lot of those types of songs, but a lot of people don't know that they're actually pretty proggy, and they did the Point of No Return album in its entirety, which is a fairly prog-centric album, I guess you would say. There was a merch booth, but I didn't go to it. I wasn't really interested in the type of merch that they were selling. So I went to that just over a week ago on Saturday, And today's like, what is it? October 21st, I think, Sunday. And so I went there 8 days ago. And then on Tuesday night, I went with my husband and his friend back into the city to the United Center, which is huge. And we saw the Gorillaz. And oh man, they were so awesome. I'm so glad. I don't know if anybody has been to the United Center, but they have like 2 tiers of seats and then like a balcony tier. We were in the first tier, which is cool, and we were kind of in the middle to see it all. And then there was a big general admission stage, or not stage, general admission area where people were standing. I mean, it's a huge place, but when you're in there and there's, like, we got there early, there wasn't as many people, it didn't seem as huge until they turned off the lights and started playing. But the opener was The Internet, and I think they're kind of like a trip-hop band. They were kind of cool, but I don't know if I would really listen to them a lot. I guess they were kind of mellow, and there was some issue with the singer. The vocals weren't loud enough, I don't think, with whatever the sound they were doing. And the show was supposed to start at 7:30, and the opener didn't start until 8, and they were done maybe a little before 9. And so then we were waiting around until like 9:30 until the Gorillaz finally played. And my husband was so pissed that they hadn't started yet, because it was a weeknight. It was on a Tuesday, and he had to work the next morning. And I was like, we had bought tickets like 2 months before this show, so I was kind of like, well, you bought the tickets and you knew that we were gonna do this, and you said you'd go in late tomorrow, and he got off a little bit early on that Tuesday. I mean, it's a Gorillaz. Like, this was a chance that we weren't gonna have for a long time after that, because they are probably not gonna play in Chicago again for a super long time. Anyway, when it started, it was awesome. Everybody stood up. Everybody was just, it was just amazing. They played songs from their new album and from just everywhere in between. They had some of the guest rappers and singers come on and do the songs that they had been featured in, and it was just great. I got to film some of it. I didn't want to film like a ton. I didn't really film any full songs except for Chi-Town, which is a song that was on the fall album that they had never played before live, and Damon said that they will never play it again. I mean, it was amazing. I absolutely loved the concert. I brought earplugs that time, so it was definitely better on my ears. Joe ended up loving it too, even though he was kind of mad, but he's just not used to concerts, and that's just kind of how concerts go sometimes. It was just incredible being able to, you know, be alongside all these people that love this music. And it was incredible, just like, I always get kind of anxious being able to express myself and things like that, but when you're in this room when nobody else, like, they just care about the music, they just care about like having fun and just experiencing this in this room full of other people that just want to have fun and want to just truly just listen to the music. And so that was amazing. You know, I want to go to more concerts and go to more experiences, and I want to make that like a focus, especially in the next year, instead of buying things, to buy experiences and to make the most out of my money and my time because I really enjoy it. So after the show, well, actually, this was before the show, not after the show. There was a merch booth, and I was really hoping, like, oh my gosh, I hope that they have black shirts because I really want to get something that I'll actually wear. And they did. I am wearing the shirt that I got. So, I had this shirt. Sorry, my dog's head is in the way. So this is, you know, the Gorillaz band members. And on the back, it has their logo on it. So when I saw this shirt, I was like, yes! So that was kind of my experience seeing concerts for the first time in a very long time. So my third concert is coming up. I am going to see my first metal concert. It's going to be a death metal concert, and it's going to be pretty insane. I'm going to be seeing Suffocation with Cattle Decapitation and who else is there? Oh, Visceral Disgorge, I think is what they're called. It was gonna be Surreption, but Surreption couldn't come, so Visceral Disgorge is coming instead. I'm super excited for my first metal show. It will be completely different from the other shows that I saw.